Hello everyone, and welcome to Star Citizen 4.0. Whether you're a returning player or looking to get into Star Citizen, this guide will teach you how to get through your first hour in the game, which can often be the hardest and the most difficult. So without further ado, to begin in the persistent universe, which is where you'll be wanting to play Star Citizen, simply click the button. From here you'll be in your character creator. I'll let you play around with this how you want. You can pull these points, change how different parts of your body look. Have fun with this and take your time. Alright, once you're done your character, you'll want to click the save button, so you can keep this for all future saves. So I'll just call this 4.0, that's when I made it. You can call it whatever you want. Now make sure you like your character. I don't believe there's a way to change it once you've started. And here we go. Accept that. Here, it'll ask you to play the tutorial, which I would recommend doing to learn the basic controls of the game. For me, I'm personally going to skip this. And here we are. Select system. Pyro is new and Pyro is buggy. It is also a system of crime. I would recommend starting in Stanton, but I'm not going to do anything to stop you from starting in Pyro, if that's what you want to experience. Now, from here, where would I recommend you spawn? I would say New Babbage is the easiest to get your way around, but personally I'm not the biggest fan of the planet. I will be spawning at Orison, so they can travel to Seraphim Station, which is located right above the planet. This is perfect as Seraphim Station has an armor and gun store, one of the only stations in the game to do that. So without further ado, standard system and Orison. Play the game. You cannot change this, I am certain about this. There is no way to change your starting location. You can change where you spawn, but if your spawn point gets changed or destroyed, this is where it'll be. So make sure you like the planet. Now welcome to your hangar in Star Citizen. Ever since 4.0 you now officially spawn in the hangar, which is an awesome change. It makes planets so much more bearable. And yeah. Now, planets are the most laggy places in Star Citizen. So before you even start playing the game, if you're experiencing frame drops, I'll show you some settings that you should change. If not, just skip ahead to the timestamp on screen. Okay, so in the options, we're going to go straight to graphics. All of this is whatever. That is purely personal preference, won't change your frames. I prefer borderless, my game crashes less in borderless. I also prefer Vulkan, but since this is a new launch, I'm on DirectX. Really doesn't matter which one you use. Upscaling. I recommend DLSS upscaling. You don't notice a difference, therefore it's not really the end of the world if you have it on. Quality, always very high or high. Don't change it. Scattered object distance low, it's hard to notice, doesn't matter. Water sim off. Ugh. Terrain tessellation distance low. Screen space shadows I have on high. You can probably turn them down to medium. I keep them on nice though. And volumetric clouds. If this one is on photo mode slow, you will experience frame drops. I have it off. Sometimes I'll have it on medium. Everything down here really doesn't matter. Turn off motion blur if that's not your vibe. Turn off VSync. Actually, definitely turn off VSync. It's really bad in this game. Sharpening doesn't matter. Chromatic aberration doesn't matter. Film grain, I like it on no. And that's it. Okay, now welcome back if you didn't need to change settings, and here we are. The Fleet Manager. This is where everything goes down when it comes to spawning ships. So you can click F here,
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
and there are going to be one ship, or maybe two, because I believe the Aurora MR is just given to everyone right now. For that reason, I'll be using it. So it should just be one or two ships here, whichever one you had pledged, and the Aurora. I will be retrieving the Aurora,
Your vehicle has please visit us again.
but you can do this in any starting ship. Now, the other important thing in your hangar that you're going to notice is the storage access. Click F to enter here. It is going to be empty. My one is just full because of rewards you can get in the game. Just placeholders in there for some reason. When you buy anything, it is going to go straight to the storage access unless you buy it to your person. So it's always important to have this here. Easily accessible. So if you did happen to play during the free fly and you got this armor, put it on. I'm not going to show you that you don't need any of this. Alright, so you're going to be noticing you're walking really slow. So roll wheel will make that go up nice and high. We'll run over to our ship. So this is the Aurora. Underneath you have a little cargo bay where you can attach some 1SEU boxes. And over here you have a door. Honestly, one of my favorite doors, despite it being a starter. Might need to jump in, it seems to be a little bugged. In here you got your bed, your doors, and the pilot seat. So you're probably noticing I have a crime stat 1 in the bottom left, if you're an experienced player. That's because I heard some rumors that stations, you can't get to them. The rumors are true. In the server, stations are just broken. So we're not going to go there. They don't work. So stations don't really matter anymore now that you can just spawn in your hangar either. So to get out of here, look in the bottom right, that'll give you all the important controls. First, we're powered on. We're going to click I. That'll turn our engines on. Then we're going to use Alt N. And that's going to give us hangar request access. And that's going to open that. From here, we're going to do F1. Go to contracts. Let's see what we got here. We've got a few different missions. Bounty hunting, salvage, hauling, and mercenary. Now, there's none of the missions that we need here. So we're going to fly out into the planet's orbit by clicking space to go up, WASD to move around, and then let's click N, bring in our landing gear. From here, you'll want to click B so that you're in transport mode. And we're going to move and fly up out of here. Holding shift will turn on your overdrive, which will get us out of the planet a lot faster. And just like that, you're about to leave your first planet's atmosphere. Okay, so now what we're going to do, now that we've left the atmosphere, let's come to a stop, just by letting our decouplers do what they do. Try not to black out. Here we are, in atmosphere. Click F1, this will open up your menu. And let's go over to contracts, check if there's anything we want. We're looking for delivery. I'm not seeing anything. So, I'll teach you how to use the quantum drive. We are going to go to Microtech. Microtech is kind of where a lot of the missions happen. I just really don't like spawning there. It's just a laggy mess a lot of the times. So now, you're going to see this, and you're like, okay, that's not where we want to go. We routed for Microtech. This is basically just a jump point, which will get us in a position where we can then travel there. And as you see, microtech is now available. I'm gonna jump right there.
Quantum drive is now on.
Just like that, we are traveling in quantum. All the starter ships should have enough fuel to easily make it between these places. And they can admire your ship. Go eat some food. It doesn't really matter what you do. Just go do it. I'll come back once we're there.
Is now off.
Here we are. Welcome to Microtech. Now when we check our contracts, hopefully we see some more start to appear. Alright, so a few missions have finally started to appear after just flying around for a bit. So I'm going to click accept on this bounty hunting mission. Now, as you can see, it has a fee of $500, but a reward of $34,000. So there's a slight risk to doing this. It should only be a small ship, so we're going to click start on that. And now the mission will be tracked. So click F2 to go to your map. And let's find where this mission is. Untrack it. Retrack it. Should be in Microtech somewhere. It doesn't really want to say. Let's view the contract, that might give us more information. MT Data Center. Okay. E2Q. So let's go back to maps and we can search E2Q. It's pretty close. It's route to destination. Using that little route button there. Okay. Now as you can see, we're just one jump away. We are still in transport mode, which remember we held B to get into this.
Quantum drive is now on.
We're going to stay like this until we get closer to the engagement. Once we're up nice and close and personal with the data center, we'll switch back to combat mode. Otherwise our shields will be down. That's how we get the extra speed. So we'll instantly be a lot slower, but with shields it's a worthy trade-off. Okay. 30 kilometers out.
Quantum drive is now off.
Let's just keep on our toes. Now, if where you are is night, I want you to click tab. This is going to scan the planet and it'll let you kind of see where the surface is. You also have a little... this here. Oh, trying not to black out. Yeah, if I can show you, it's a bit hard to see on the white snow, but that's your altitude. So we're 7Ks up right now. Trying to look for this guy. He should be in a small ship, if I read the mission correctly.
Radar contact.
Here we are. So we're 13 kilometers away. We're going to hold B, turn to this, then click G. This is going to put us in gimbal mode, which I prefer fighting in. Now T is going to allow us to target lock. So Felix, Preacher Crumpler, I believe is who we need to take out. But we might need to get rid of his buddy, who's a little closer. Now we're trespassing on private property, but it's alright, because we're doing it for a mission. So we're not going to get any crimes out for that. Come on. Okay, see now we have this. We basically just put our mouse over there. Stay nice and high above the ground. And everything's going to be alright. On the right you can see what kind of ship it is. So this ship... it's a bit of a bigger one, so it's going to have a lot of health, but it shouldn't have too much firepower. Keep smashing away to keep moving. They often try to ram you. So we'll just keep hacking away at him. Hacking away. Keeping an eye on his friend as well. There we go. Ouch, hit a little there, but it's fine. We have shields. If you have the Mustang starter, this is going to be a lot easier. But as you can see in the Aurora, it's doing it just fine. Just keep laying into them. They're getting a shot off on me every now and then, but it's really nothing much. You can see shields in the top left. You also see your ammo up there. Now you're probably a little annoyed by your ammo, so we can just move out a little. We just go across power management, put more into guns, less into engine. You can see it's starting to get low now because it's got a red nose even when I'm not shooting at it. Just keep shooting, keep shooting. Oh, alright. Yeah, maybe he knows it's nearly his time to go and he wants to hit me. A head-on collision with one of these will kill you. And there we are. So he's soft death right now. He's just going to crash down to the planet. And we can leave. We've just been paid big time. And, I mean, if all goes well, that probably won't even take an hour. But let's get back to the station, and that is your first hour in Star Citizen. You've doubled your starting credits, and you're really just ready to experience what else the game has to offer. So kind of to finish things off here, assuming this guy's kind of starting to get away from me. Yep, so we're 9Ks out from him, he's not going to be able to shoot us. Let's hold B, get back into travel mode. And F2, locate Port Tressler. So Seraphim Station wasn't working. If it was, I would have just stayed over on that planet, but I want a port so I can show you guys how to dock. Because that's it. After you do after you win, you do your missions for the day, head back to Port Tressler.
Auto drive is now on. Auto drive
If
is
you want
now
to see your money,
off.
click F1. As you can see, we have $57,000 now, which is huge. We can do so much with that money now. Maybe not a ship, but we can definitely buy some items. Like we get an assault rifle, start doing ground ops. If you guys want this kind of series to continue,
Auto drive is now off.
I definitely can do that. If you enjoyed, I always forget to say it, but please subscribe. On my last video, I got 1,000 viewers or something like that, and no one subbed. Or I think it was maybe one sub. So if you want to help me out, subscribe. Ignore how I'm just absolutely struggling for this station right now. It kind of doesn't bring you right to it anymore. Hang on. If you're ever struggling to find something, just get in your map. Port Tressler. Apparently I'm on it. Just a route there, just so I can kind of have an easier go at it. Yep, there it is. So something's up with traveling to stations. You can't ever jump directly on them. So it's just gonna be a bit of a flight back. Yeah, now we're at Port Tressler. We're gonna use our communications tablet, which on the left one will be in configuration. Use that arrow to go one to the right, and hail for Port Tressler. Our small hangar's just over here. Which way do I need to be rotated? Oops, wrong way. I'm actually going to go into weapons mode, so I'm actually a little slower. When I really start to approach, I'm just going to click N, and that'll enable landing gear,
Landing gear
which slows me right down to 30 meters a second. And here we are. We've landed at Port Tressler. So what's next? What do you want to do? Because the whole game has just basically kind of unlocked.
Landing complete.
If you want to know what I would recommend, I would join the official Star Citizen Discord server. Or I don't actually know if it's official, but the one with the most members, I'll leave a link in the description. I'm not associated with it, I play in it often, but that'll give you the opportunity to play with people with bigger ships and make your money on their ships, and then you can come back and buy more ships. Hope you enjoyed. Have fun. Take care. Have a good day.